Yo, I know I said I wouldn't upload another FIFA 16 video on this channel, but in theory it's not FIFA 16. This is actually about real life football, so I don't even know why I just said that. But yeah, let's just carry on the video. Basically this video is going to be about the BPL player award predictions for next season. I did a BPL table prediction, and now I'm going to be predicting what player awards I reckon people are going to get. So I'm going to be doing the Golden Boot, the Assist, the Player of the Year, the Young Player of the Year, and the Golden Glove. Now, we're going to start with the top goal scorer, which is the Golden Boot. Basically, I'm going to put on screen now my top three who I reckon will be in the contention for it, and then who I actually think will get it. So I'm going to start off with my top three, and I'm going to, obviously, it's always going to be Sergio Aguero. He's always going to be one of the top goal scorers in the league. Unless he gets like a really bad injury, then yeah, he probably won't be. But I reckon my top three, this is going to be Sergio Aguero, Harry Kane, and this, I'm not being biased or nothing here, I think Daniel Sturridge, because I think if he keeps fit next season, he's going to prove all the haters wrong. He is a really consistent goal scorer for us, and I do think if he stays fit for a full season, look what he did when he had Luis Suarez with him, I think he can really bang in a lot of goals, but that's whether or not he can keep fit. It's a lot of things with players as well. To be fair, also, this was really hard. This was the hardest one for me, because I was actually going to put as my top three Lukaku, Vardy and Aguero, but I decided to take them both out because I feel like Harry Kane is always going to be like that player who's going to get a decent amount of goals, because Tottenham don't really have another striker as good as him, and it's the same with Aguero really at City. And also, but again, Vardy, if anyone's going to get the goals for Leicester, it's going to be Vardy, so it's a tough one. But my top three is Aguero, Kane and Daniel Sturridge. And I do think for probably like, he's won it for like quite a few years now, but I do think Sergio Aguero again will get Golden Boot this year, just the fact that under new boss Pep Guardiola, I think he's going to be probably the best he's ever been in his career in my opinion, and he's been pretty amazing for Man City for the past few seasons. But I do think Sergio Aguero will like take the Golden Boot away from everyone else. I don't think Daniel Sturridge will get it. I think if anyone's going to compare to him, it will be Harry Kane. Moving on to the assists, I've gone for my top three is obviously Mesut Ozil is always going to be up there. I've gone for Mesut Ozil, Kevin De Bruyne and Martial. That might be a bit of again a bit of a weird one for me to say, but next season Martial's mostly going to be playing left wing, and someone providing for Ibrahimovic with clinical as him, I can see Martial getting quite a few assists, because if Martial doesn't start above like the likes of Ashley Young and Memphis Depay, then there's something really going wrong at Man United, because Martial, in my opinion, is one of their best players and is an absolutely amazing player. That hurts to say considering I'm a Liverpool fan. But yeah, I've gone for De Bruyne, Ozil and Martial, because Ozil's always been world class, and last season he absolutely ripped it apart with the assists. And De Bruyne again, I reckon is going to be the best he's ever been like Aguero. He was really good last year in his first season. I reckon this season he's going to be absolutely like phenomenal. So I'm going to put as my top assister, I am going to go for actually Kevin De Bruyne. I was going to go for Mesut Ozil, but if Arsenal don't sign another striker before the start of the season, I can't see many goals getting scored by the Arsenal front line, and Ozil may have to take a back seat for assists next season, but I do think he will be in the top three like I said. But Kevin De Bruyne assisting with the likes of Iheanacho and Aguero, I think they're going to be amazing next season, so I think De Bruyne will take the top assist next season in the BPL. On to Golden Glove, I'm going to go for that first, and this is going to be interesting next season because there's a lot of firepower in the league next season as the three goalkeepers. So what I'm going to go for, I am going to go for David De Gea, Hugo Lloris and Courtois. The thing is, I haven't picked Joe Hart, just to the fact that no one's actually sure whether or not he's going to be Man City's first team keeper, whether or not they're going to get a new goalkeeper yet, who knows. So if it comes to start season, Joe Hart does stay, I would probably put Joe Hart in over Courtois, so it's between them two in a way. But I do think Lloris and De Gea is always going to be between them, because they're two of the best goalkeepers in the world. David De Gea at the top with the Golden Glove, because he is absolutely world class and he keeps Man U in so many games. It's not even the defence that keeps him the clean sheets, it is generally just him who performs at his best and actually keeps the clean sheets for Man United. So as the Golden Glove, I'm going to go for David De Gea. I reckon Hugo Lloris will be really close, considering Tottenham didn't concede that many goals last season, but I do think David De Gea will take the Golden Glove. Okay guys, moving on to the second to last one, I'm going for the best young player of the year. And this one's kind of tricky because I've been thinking through who I think will get it, who I don't think will get it. And I don't know, it's a really hard one for me to choose. But my top three I've gone for Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford and Dele Alli. Just the fact that I do think Rashford will get given quite a lot of chances this season. He's not going to start above Ibrahimovic obviously, but I don't think Ibrahimovic is going to start every single game. And to be fair, the only backup striker they have really is Rashford, because Rooney plays a more of a central role now and Martial plays out on the wing. Martial probably will come inside occasionally, but again, Rashford I think will play a hefty amount of games. I reckon he will do well. And again, with Martial, he's actually really showing his class now. I really do like him as a player, and I do think he will be a contender for young player. And again, Dele Alli, him and Harry Kane are two of the best players at Tottenham, including like Eriksen and that. But Dele Alli, he had a shocking Euros, but I do think he will perform in the Premier League Tottenham this season, which is annoying considering he couldn't do a lot for England. But I do think them three will be the top three for the young player of the year. And I'm actually going to go ahead and say it. I actually think Martial will win Young Player of the Year. And it's really hard this video because I've been saying about Man U players winning certain stuff. Like I said, for Martial to win the assist, De Gea to win the Golden Glove. But I do think this is Man U season. Unfortunately, it just sucks to actually say that. But I reckon Martial will have a really good season under Jose Mourinho. And yeah, I think he will get the best young player of the year. Now moving on to player of the year. This one's going to be really hard because in my opinion, like most of the time it's been players who have done well in the goals, well in the assists and whatnot. But I actually think next season the player of the year in the BPL is going to be between Kevin De Bruyne, Paul Pogba, because it's just, I know I didn't put him in the top goals assists, but I reckon he'll be the sort of player who'll get an even amount of goals. And I do think, again, it'll be between, like I said, De Bruyne, Pogba, and also I do think Dimitri Payet will get in that top three again. I know, like I said, Pogba and Payet I didn't put in the top assists or top goals, just the fact that they're really good players, consistent players, and they will get even amounts of assists and goals type things, but they will do really well in games that stats won't show. So I've gone for De Bruyne, Pogba, and Dimitri Payet. I haven't put a striker in for the player of the year, player of the season, which is a bit weird, but that's just who I think will like play well. And if he plays as well as he did last season, I reckon player of the season will most likely be Kevin De Bruyne. Just the fact that I reckon Man City and Man U, it's going to be between the two Manchester clubs in the league this year, and De Bruyne under Pep Guardiola I reckon will be absolutely insane. He was mad last season, and it's going to be his second season in the Premier League, so he's used to it all season now. And I reckon Paul Pogba will be a close one, but I do think De Bruyne will take it, just the fact of the experience he's had in the league from last season. Now guys, if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. It's kind of a weird one, I kind of thought of it just off the spot. So if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. And I have quite a few videos coming up for the future. I've been uploading quite regularly lately, so if you did enjoy that, again, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you guys